If you're currently an airline pilot or want to be one in the future, then there's going to come a time when you have to pick a base. Your base isn't necessarily where you live, but it's the location where all your trips start and end. Here are 3 things to consider when picking a base. Number 1, if you're living off base, how many flights are actually coming in from wherever you're living to the location that you need to be at? If there's only 1 flight a day to get you from your home to your base, then there's a very good chance that you might miss some flights that you're scheduled for. The more flights that are available, the more opportunities that you have to commute into base. Second thing to consider is the kind of routes that are being flown at the location you want to fly at. Certain locations might be a bit more rural, so each flight that you're taking is 2.5 hours long, whereas other locations are much more closely packed together, where your flights are maybe 40 minutes to an hour long. This means you're doing much more takeoffs and landings as opposed to the longer routes where you're not flying as often in one day. Third thing to consider, which is pretty important, is how many pilots are stationed at that base and how many flights your company operates out of that location. You've heard